Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to hop into our next no item Super Battle Road run stage thing. Today we are doing Super Physical, another, super easy stage. Again, I was actually surprised. Like, I went back and double checked, went through all the videos on the channel, and I was surprised at how few of the original 10 stages I had done no item. I did do Super Int a long time ago. I did Extreme Tech. It might have been when I took Hit in there, or when I took Tech Gold and Frieza, one of them. But Extreme Tech and Super Int I had already previously done. I think I had done Super STR when LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta came out. So that just leaves, 7 more. And we're, making short work of a lot of these here. So Super Physical, of course, has a plethora of incredibly powerful units who are good offensively and defensively. As you guys can see, I am using LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. They are an outstanding defensive unit, giving 4 key, 50% defense to super class allies. They also lower enemies' defense by 70%, which isn't really, I don't think, going to add that much damage, but they do have that ability. And then they also seal. The sealing will be very helpful. Then we got, Gowasu and Zamasu. They also give allies defense. I believe they give 70% defense. They give 2 key, and they also seal, just like Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. So we have a number of units capable of sealing, raising everyone's defense. Super Vegito, I don't really need to explain what he does, right? Reduces damage on normals and does his counters. And then Android 17... he himself is the actual MVP. Like, everyone calls him MVP 17 because he was the MVP of the Tournament of Power, but he is also an MVP here in Super Battle Road because, between all the defense he gives to all allies, plus the damage reduction he gets when under 77% HP, 17 just is able to tank incredibly well. He also lowers enemy attack on super attack. He gives all allies 3 key. This Android 17 card is just easily one of the top Dokkan Fest exclusives, and just in terms of his versatility in all modes. So we're talking EZA, Super Battle Road, Dokkan Battlefield, Legendary Goku event. 17 is good everywhere, always. He's just always good. The way he's built, because he's just going to support the team overall. He does good damage. He's a good tank. He's just a really, really awesome card, right? So I actually am hoping that the upcoming Dokkan Fest Piccolo might emulate a little bit of what makes like Android 17 and Turles so good, because those are characters that are not super hype, right? Like, Android 17 is awesome, but he's not a Super Saiyan. He's not a main villain like Frieza or Cell or Goku Black or something like that. But they made him a must-have card as a Dokkan Fest exclusive. So I'm hoping they do something similar with Piccolo. Make him, don't just go generic hard hitting for Piccolo. Please give him, key to all allies, the ability to, seal and stun. He greatly lowers attack. He's an amazing tank. Maybe he reduces 60% damage. Any of those types of things. And, make Piccolo really a unique character would be really good. The other thing that Gowasu and Zamasu are capable of doing is their dodging, which is a big factor here. We definitely would require, maybe a little bit of luck, depending upon the situation with how many times we're going to get attacked. But, as you guys can see, we're getting a ton of dodges there, so that's a lot of damage we're not going to take. They, again, are also able to seal, so they do make kind of a good combo with Vegito here, because we can ensure that Vegito will not be super attacked, and he's only going to get regular attack. So he can build up his attack, he can do counters, really whittle down the health. And then, of course, with Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, I'm also going to seal the enemy that was going to hit them to sort of maximize our ability to not take damage, I guess I could say. Now, in terms of bringing a friend Android 17, I do feel as though that was the right maneuver, like the right move to make. Having multiple Android 17s, just floating around here, will make things a lot easier. We will not struggle for key at all, because Gowasu and Zamasu, 2 Android 17s, and LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. I don't know how much I like this rotation of LR Gogeta and LR Trunks, but they certainly are going to be able to do, just ridiculous damage. And LR Gogeta, they're, this is why, people... A lot of people, I think, even to this day, kind of think that the LR Gogeta and Vegito units are only good when they transform, and that's not true. You know, look at the amount of damage they take compared to the rest of the other units around them. Like, they're so good defensively and offensively. Even before they transform, I still think they're in the top 10 best units in the game, right? Like, look, you know, they're a better defensive unit than LR Trunks, for example. LR Trunks, provided you're able to get super attacks with him before he gets hit, LR Trunks can tank at a very acceptable level for Super Battle Road stages and stuff like that. Now, as you guys can see, we have reached a point where we are at very, very low HP already. And of course, this is a no item run, so you know, we're not going to have the opportunity to use items or anything like that. So, you know, units like Gowasu and Zamasu in 17, like raising everyone's defense, are going to be a big, big factor in this. I choose to save all those physical orbs for, I believe I'll probably give them to LR Gogeta. The reason for this is because their defense is going to be so high, they're going to recover a lot of health by getting all those physical type orbs. Like, you know, if you want to do like a no item run on one of these stages, that is one of the most important things to do, is to go ahead and, you know, get the same type orbs with units with ridiculously high defensive stats as much as you can, right? That's very important to get all that extra HP. Looking at the roster of super physical characters who, you know, could help out here, 17, that dodge is huge, by the way. There's 3 dodge coming in. Again, people love to say that 3 dodge is a waste, yet, I don't know, for me, it always saves my ass, all right? We might not have, this right here may not have been a successful run, but 17 dodges that super attack right there, and we're good to go. Like, again, people can sit there and go, oh, 3 dodge is so pointless. I have to get my extra 3 crit anyway. Like, dude, that having that extra dodge is just, it's so helpful. It's so helpful. Prioritizing defense, man. Again, any unit can hit hard, but we need that versatility. Those clutch 3 dodges right there. How many, like, super attacks and stuff have I dodged with a 3 dodge? You know, I might just start building every single unit I've got full dodge. Maybe that's going to be the move, huh? All right, so this is a tough one right here. Android 13 is, of course, very, very annoying to fight against. Very important that I super attack him with 17 to lower his attack. And I'm also going to super attack him with Gowasu and Zamasu to seal him. Because typically, Androids 14 and 15 will attack once, and then Android 13 attacks like 5 times. So you want to prioritize knocking him down. But there's a lot of other good super physical units we could use here. I don't really recommend physical Gotenks because he's a glass cannon, but he does do a lot of damage. Vegito Blue, he, you know, can start to take a lot of damage now at this point. You know, he's gonna get his EZA soon, and he'll be able to completely, like, he'll probably be the best TOR in the game when Vegito Blue gets his EZA. I imagine he'll probably have a good chance at being better even than AGL Super Vegito's EZA. You know, let's see what happens, but, you know, damage reduction, counters, and additionals is just, it's a filthy, disgusting combo that they have not replicated. Yeah, they have not made another unit like Vegito Blue that has additionals, counters, and damage reduction, right? So, you know, we'll see, but he's probably going to be a special unit when his EZA drops. Boy, that is going to be something else. Now, looking through the units, EZA Rage Trunks is definitely another really good option here. You know, maybe building a rotation, him and LR Physical Trunks. Did I no-item the Hybrid Saiyan stage doing that? I might have made that a rotation to no-item Hybrid Saiyans. And, you know, if that works in the Hybrid Saiyan stage, it'll definitely work here. We're doing a lot of damage. We're really, yeah, okay. So I love that. In the Super Tech run, you know, for so much of it, we were at super low health. And then the same thing is going to happen here in the Super Physical run, where for so much of the run, we're just at super low health. But once we get low health on the super physical team, where the Android 17's damage reduction kicks in, we're good to go. And then, like, all 3 of these units are giving defense to the rotation. Great Saiyan, LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, Gowasu and Zamasu, and 17. They all are giving defense to the whole rotation. So I don't think we're going to be taking much damage here. I feel like Kefla could potentially be helpful here. Future Gohan, maybe. I mean, the problem with Future Gohan is turns have to pass by for him to get really good. And, you know, here in these original 10 Super Battle Road stages, like, we just burn through them so quickly, there's just no opportunity to build up Gohan's damage reduction. So, you know, he's useful, yeah, I mean, he's better than, like, a normal unit, but, you know, there's better units to use here, like the ones we are using. I'm going through, I mean, you could probably use, like, the Physical Super Saiyan Bardock, because he does seal. You know, Physical Super Saiyan Gotenks also seals, but, you know, they don't have any defense or damage reduction, so they'll get hit very hard, right? You want to prioritize as much as you can, making sure you're, like, especially if you're going to do a no-item run, you need either defense or damage reduction. It is just absolutely essential to being able to get this done with no items, right? I feel like Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is actually another potential unit that could help here. Physical Kaioken Goku as well, because especially once he gets hit a number of times, he's going to hit super, super hard. There's also a unit like LR Bardock. LR Bardock is actually very good for Super Battle Road. He would be another phenomenal one here. But, you know, prioritizing around LR Gogeta. I mean, so I brought double Android 17. I think, you know, it might even have been better or easier with double LR Gogeta, you know, having the two of them. At that point, I feel like if you were going to run double LR Gogeta, I mean, there's only a few people that could do this, but then if you bring the SSR, Angel, Goku, and Vegeta on the team as well, they could probably work pretty good, because they'll be getting the full fusion, like, leader skill buff, right? So that potentially could work. But there's not that many physical fusion characters. I mean, you got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who, again, I don't really recommend. You got Super Saiyan Gotenks, who, again, I don't really recommend. So, you know, this team definitely worked fine. Android 17 is certainly one that we can rely upon. So we'll get the Dokkan attack right here. I got it with the Android 17. I wanted to prioritize defense right here. And I mean, as you guys saw, we did actually eat a super attack. So it's a good thing 17 was in that first slot to block against potential threats, you know, potential super attacks we would hit here. He's not going to be able to hit as hard as LR Trunks, but I mean, as you guys can see, it's good enough. He got rid of Zangia and Bido, and then, you know, only Bujin. Wait, no. He got rid of Bujin and Zangia, and then Bido and, what is it, Gokua are still around. So we'll go ahead and take them down. We got Bojack sealed. You know, 17 was able to lower Bojack's attack, and we're good to go. Boom. There it is. So even though we've been sitting there with such low health pretty much this whole run now at this point, we were able to get the job done thanks to Android 17. You know, look at the way 17 has been handling stuff. I love it. I love it. He's great. He's fantastic. Again, I really hope Piccolo, they mold Piccolo in a similar fashion to Android 17. Look how valuable. Like, one reason I've been screaming for global players to summon on the 4-year anniversary, that LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner that has Turles and Android 17 on it. Are you kidding me? You have to, like, you know, those units are just so valuable in so many of these different modes. Like, I just really would love if Piccolo was on that same level. And again, as a like, super hype, like, personally, I'm happy that Piccolo's getting a Dokkan Fest exclusive, but, you know, he's definitely not as hype as Super Saiyans and stuff like that. But he does have an active skill. He does appear to be a transformation unit, so that is going to be good, because, you know, those units are really, really fun. You know, hopefully Piccolo has animations on the level of LR Tech Broly, which, you know, certainly could be the case. We'll see. But there we go. There is Super Physical done. No items. Yet another Super Battle Road stage done with no items. We'll keep running through them. Thanks for watching. Later.